Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. This week, bring your bestie, bring your hubby. We're talking to Hollywood's biggest power couples.
From Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach to other people who've dated and loved each other or worked together, these power couples have made the movies you know and love. Both of them.
So come on home, get your loved one, and pull out Final Draft. Let's listen in.
Wow, this is crazy. Everybody's gathered in a room as a couple.
I feel like we're in Crossroads, West Hollywood. In the corner.
I feel like we're at Soho Works.
Okay.
What's another one? We work.
We're gonna just fix that a little bit while we laugh.
Wow, I cannot believe that. It's so rare to get, three crazy powerful couples like this in a room together, I would say.
I mean, if we breathe, the industry shakes.
Yeah, certainly.
And if we kiss, the industry jumps.
Interesting.
Do you want to change that?
No, it's
just
good.
change it.
I think it's good.
Okay,
good. I'll rewrite it later.
Okay.
Well, why don't we go around and introduce the couples themselves? Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, okay, we can go.
Yeah, we can go ahead. Sure.
My name is Branner McFly.
And I'm Dustin Wentworth.
And we are a Hollywood power duo.
We certainly are. You've seen us at all the parties, and we have projects coming out.
We have lots of projects coming out.
We're big deals.
We're big deals. We're sort of the bad boys of the Animal Planet space. We've sort of been subverting the genre in ways that people have called off-putting and enticing.
Yeah, we've been introducing bad boys into animals' enclosures at zoos.
Wow.
So people who think they're tough, we put them in with animals, and we show them that they're not tough. That's mostly what we do in Hollywood.
Your new Animal Planet show, Are You As Tough As an Animal?
Yeah.
We find men, it's sort of like a Queer Eye. We find men who are a little too big for their britches and need some help.
Sounds like an anti-Queer Eye, honestly.
Wow.
You're not lifting them up, you're putting them down.
We take them down a peg or two when they have to see if they can engage with a lion and what that conversation looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. And then, that's not all we do. We also go on a lot of vacations, and we post a lot of our funny complaints we send back to the hotels after they screw something up.
We've got a lot of funny. We are influencers on Yelp. We have written a lot of Yelp reviews, and we are very prolific in that.
Yeah.
And I love going to Aruba. We love Aruba.
We love Aruba.
We really disrupt the Aruba space.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask how long you've been together?
Yeah. We were together for 25 years.
Yeah.
We're now divorced, and we're just business partners.
We're just business partners who go to Aruba.
Yeah.
How are you dating other people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely dating other people.
Yeah.
A lot.
We each get a +1. Plus one, but we share a bed.
Yeah.
But they...
The four of you.
Yeah. All four of us do.
Yeah.
We share a bed. We put a towel in the middle. So it's kosher.
Because never the two shall meet.
No.
Except we have to be in the bed. Look, we're phasing out. When you've been with someone for 25 years, you got to phase out a lot of the things.
I love Branner. I love what we got together.
I love
what
Dustin.
we made. I love everything we did. But it's over.
I
It's
love
done.
Dustin. We're not in love.
We're not in love. I love you though.
Yeah, I love you.
The love is gone.
I love you. Honey, when are you coming home tonight? I feel nothing when I look at you.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so you guys got a lot going on.
It feels clear to us.
It feels clear to me.
Divorced and going to Aruba. Love that.
Yeah, totally.
What about you guys?
We're very in love.
We are. We're very
Okay.
Cheers.
Braggers.
Okay.
Yeah, hi. For those of you who don't know, my name is Brick Anderson.
And I'm Diane.
A little Beyonce thing going on.
Absolutely. A lot of people say that Diane is the Beyonce of British neo-noir filmmaking.
Wow.
We met, how long ago is it now?
30 days?
days ago
30 days.
Whoa.
we
Wow.
met
Wow.
at an academy,
It was unbelievable. We were at an academy.
a film academy. We've been studying film for, oh my God, I mean, years. You less than I, but
Yes,
quite a while.
Diane is much older than me, as you can probably tell.
much older.
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to even bring it
Didn't
up.
want to
Diane,
imply
you don't
anything.
look old at all.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
I know I've had a lot of work
Absolutely.
done, but we
Yeah.
met there and we both just had this passion for film and for this new age of film that we wanted to create. And I feel like now we're doing it. We just had a short in Sundance.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Congrats.
And now we're going to do our first feature.
Yeah, we're doing our first feature. It's really exciting.
Do you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, we're expanding out our short, which, like Diane said, was at Sundance. Maybe you've heard of it. And it was a psychosexual thriller. And something about our work, we really care about having things feel real.
Authentic.
Authentic, you
I
know?
love that naturalism.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. We want things to feel as real as possible. So, well, let's say, for example, if I were to kiss Diane, we would capture that.
Okay.
Okay.
I love
Oh,
that.
and are you? Is there another?
Are we?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I
this
don't
room
know.
is bugged.
We do a lot of things. We do a lot of different angles. We do hidden cameras. We do up close handheld POV. We do all kinds of stuff in our movies. And
Yeah.
But
But
close
it's
handheld POV, is that one thing?
up close handheld POVs, yes.
So is that so? You've got GoPros as you're making as the love is as the sex is happening.
Yes.
GoPros in your hands.
Yes.
Well, GoPros on our foreheads.
Okay.
And then
okay.
old school film cameras on our hands.
And it is of the two of you.
It's of the two of us, sometimes
Most-
featuring other people.
We have guest
We have
stars
guests.
and-
I love that. I think I saw your proof of concept at Sundance, and I
It
think
was
it was
so good.
I loved when you used the dad cam on your hands
Yeah.
as like honey, what's it called when someone's locked up in jail and it's a
Handcuffs.
sexy thing? Handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
You know her better than me. I had no idea what you were
I
saying.
know. No, but it's important to us that the sex is real. So when we're having sex on, or when any of our stars are having sex on camera, it's really sex.
Oh,
There's
you
no
guys
simulation.
Actually, there's no
It's
simulation.
very important
We
to
do
us.
not believe in simulating anything. We don't do simulating. We don't do body doubles. We don't do stunt doubles.
Tell them what that teacher of ours said about what
Well,
acting
so we
is.
took a class that was acting for the director's eye.
I love those.
Unbelievable. It was an unbelievable experience. But she said, acting is reacting. And I had never heard anything like that.
You hadn't heard that.
You
I
had
had
never heard
never heard.
That's interesting because you've been in the
anything.
industry for quite a while.
Well,
never
Diane
heard.
has, absolutely.
Oh, yes,
I
yes, yes.
heard it, but I had never. I mean, I hadn't heard it like that. Though.
Yes.
Well, I bet you haven't heard it in an
me
American accent.
No, I had not. And when we did that, we said, well, how can we be having sex on camera or have our actors having sex on camera and not have them being sexually stimulated? That's not.
That's
then
not
what
reacting.
are they reacting
That's
to?
not reacting.
So we realized there was a spot in the market for real sex on camera that had never been
Oh. I feel
I feel
explored
like there,
before.
maybe I do feel like there is a market for it. Maybe just like a different.
Yeah.
What's that thing that you always ask to put on the TV when I go
What?
on a walk?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's real
What?
sex on camera.
Real sex on camera? Oh, porn?
Yeah.
no.
That's not
No,
what
this
it is.
isn't
Not
like
what it is.
that.
It's not
This
like that
isn't like that at all.
all.
And no disrespect to the porn industry whatsoever.
no,
disrespect.
we're
An
fans.
incredible industry. We're big fans. It's just very different from what we do.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, because I will say, I mean, your short at Sundance was amazing. It was called Stepsisters Locked Outside.
Yes.
Yep.
And we'll do anything to come in.
Yes. Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting title, and I couldn't help but feel it's what I kind of asked to put on when she goes on walks, which is porn.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm hearing what you're saying. I am hearing what you're saying, and I think that's such an interesting point of view to have. Kind of the way that man conceptualizes what is art. That's
Right.
so interesting to me. That's so interesting to me. But no, very different
Very
from what
different.
we do.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
different from what we do.
What's your movie called?
Our movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you just got optioned. What do you have? Do you have?
We haven't announced it yet.
Oh,
Whoa.
sorry. Maybe
Big
I'm jumping
spill.
ahead.
Here it
Alright.
comes. TMZ. You heard it first.
You can tell them.
All right. It's called. Gosh, here we go. We really haven't announced it yet.
Really,
This
no
is
one's
so
heard
exciting.
it.
I
It's very
can't wait.
exciting.
So exciting.
It's called Wake Up on the Farm, The Cock Calls.
Wake up on the farm. The cock calls.
What's the punctuation going on in there?
Wake up on the farm? Question mark.
Okay.
Whoa! I didn't expect that. I'm so glad.
That's
we
what I'm
had-
saying.
This
We're
is
reinventing.
huge information.
We're reinventing.
Can
It's
you
wake up on
imagine
the
if I
farm.
hadn't asked
I
that?
know. I know. We haven't even announced it yet, so you
I
guys are
get
a
it.
huge,
So
a huge
Wake up on the farm
inside scoop.
question mark and then.
The cock calls ellipses.
Cock Calls.
Wake up on the farm.
What's the rest?
You'll just have to watch and find
Wow,
out.
that's
So the
exciting.
cock calls is an answer to the question of wake up on the farm.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Absolutely.
cannot wait to dive into that. That sounds so
Thank you so much. We're so
interesting.
excited. And our agents are going to be mad at us
Yeah, I
for
know.
announcing it
Oh,
here.
you guys are
Hollywood is
bad.
Hollywood, honey.
Y'all are so bad. Well, I guess we'll go, honey. You want to go first, or
Oh no,
okay?
I won't.
No, please, honey, go first.
I said in the car, I needed you to go first.
Honey, I thought you said, please don't go first. Please don't go first. And then you said, no, go first. And then you said, no, I want to go first. So I was just confused.
Just because I'm a messy communicator, honey, doesn't mean I can't communicate.
Okay, hi, I'm Gabriel Dawn, and this is my lovely partner.
Sarah Dawn.
And Sarah, of course, is a prestigious actor. She's well known for her work. We love Sarah.
Thank you so much. I was the daughter in Golden Girls a long time ago.
Yeah. There were many
Sorry,
daughters
which I was going to ask.
that kind of came on for one episode at a time.
I know you for your more recent work, but I didn't realize you're one of the daughters in Golden Girls. Which
She's a little
daughter?
embarrassed about her recent
Which
work. That's why
daughter?
yeah, which
Oh,
daughter
well,
were
I
you
do.
again?
I don't want to say I'm embarrassed of my recent work. I love the cast of Danger Force. I love being a part of it. I love Nickelodeon. But I love writing with my husband. And yes, I did a co-star on Golden Girls, and I said, "Mom, your newspaper's outside."
Yeah, so
But I like to say, yeah.
so we are an absolute power couple. My wife is on Henry Danger Force,
And we met because my gorgeous, smart, stunning, smart husband was a writer.
yeah, I helped kind of create and write a lot of Oscar award-winning films.
Like what?
Moonlight is what I wrote.
oh my god!
Oh, that was you.
Wow!
I thought that was Terrell Alvin McCraney.
I helped a lot.
Okay.
A lot. So
So you're an uncredited
I
writer
go a
on
lot
Moonlight.
of uncredited for a
So
lot of my
just sort
work
of
is
helping out a
uncredited.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm helping out a buddy. You know, I get into the room with a lot of people, and we.
Well, and how brave of you to ghostwrite that.
I'm not
That
saying
is
I ghostwrote it.
ballsy.
I'm not
Not
saying I
even- he just
ghostwrote
helps,
it.
he
I
helps.
helped
surprised.
co-wrote it without credit.
Oh, you did punch-ups.
I did punch-ups.
And you didn't. Why
I did a
didn't you?
joke pass on Moonlight.
My husband did the joke pass on
Oh,
Moonlight.
you're the one who wrote in that Mahershala Ali licks his lips.
Yeah.
Cool.
I said that. This will make this
Good
scene
punch
pop.
up.
So yeah, I kind of do a lot of punch-ups on Oscar films.
He's just incredible. I was
Yeah.
the way we met was I was visiting my friend Tom Hanks. Sorry, take a drink if you're counting name drops.
Honey, I don't think anybody's doing that.
I know. Take a drink. I made a name drop. Sarah Dawn made a name drop. There you go. So I'll say.
She always. So for context for you guys, she's always name dropping.
I think the term is making name drops.
Making
She's
name
always
drops.
making name
name
drops.
gum drops. No, I'll say my husband was doing a joke pass on the Post.
Oh, funny
And I was
movie.
visiting my friend Tom Hanks, who's in that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so this is awesome. And I mean, you guys are now a writing couple. I bet her input for your scripts it's just invaluable.
It's so helpful. I love working with my sweetie little Pooh Bear so much. It's been a delight to work with her. We're getting so much done. We have about 7 ideas of really good scripts that we can work on, and we're about 4 pages into each of them.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
I noticed you never came up on stage when Moonlight won the Oscar.
Right. Well, that was because I also helped do a punch on La La Land, and I kind of wanted to wipe my hands of all.
I remember that. I remember you were on stage for La La
and
Land.
I was really
And then you
celebrating.
ran off. Did you run off for
I was
Moonlight?
really celebrating. I was really celebrating. I was really celebrating. Yes, you caught me. And then when Moonlight went, I went, oh man. Walked off.
So what's the typical process for all of you as
yeah.
couples,
That's a
as
great
couple
question.
creators,
Yeah.
what are you doing in making things as
Right.
in a big sense, how do you make the project? But what's the day one? Do you guys get a little table at a coffee shop, or
that's-
are you sharing a Google Doc?
Well,
what's these
usually
things?
what we're
process, yeah.
doing on day one couldn't be done in a coffee shop
Okay.
without being seriously arrested. So we usually have sex on the first day,
Oh.
filmed.
Okay.
And then we're going to go back and watch it with a focus group. Of
you're
other
trying to find the
filmmakers.
plot of the sex, how to weave the sex into a...
How to weave the plot, how to find the theme of the plot, what angles look good. That's kind
Now,
of our day
who's
one.
in these focus groups? Do you find a bunch of people of different demographics?
Yes.
Where are you sourcing them?
We do an email blast out through a company called focusgroups.org.
Okay.
And we send out an email blast, see who wants to sign up. We try to get all age ranges, all different ethnicities,
All age ranges.
all different types of people from all over the world. Because, as you can tell, we're both British. And I
Yeah.
think it is so important for us to get kind of a global perspective
Right.
on our
Right.
films.
So
Yeah.
just to clarify, you're sending your video out for people to watch?
They're coming
No.
over.
We're
They're
sending out
coming
an
over.
email blast for
Okay,
people
okay.
to sign up for a focus group.
And what are you asking them in the focus group?
Well, they come in, they watch the movie. We say, what do you think? How did that make you feel? How did that make you feel?
Just sounds like porn. It just kind of sounds like porn.
Is that the thing you do when I go on a walk?
Yeah, honey, it's the thing that I ask if I can put on when you're on a
It's
walk.
not, and I understand why someone maybe who's not familiar with our work might use that word.
I don't.
I know. Diane gets mad
I
about
don't.
this.
Well, can I ask, do you watch porn?
No.
Diane and I have actually never watched porn. And it's an industry we respect, right? A lot of respect for the porn industry.
It's crazy that you haven't watched porn, because I know in your proof of concept, you have a pizza delivery guy come over, kind of horned up.
Well, the thing about Diane and I is that we actually don't consume any media. We are on what we call a permanent media fast.
Oh.
And we don't consume any kind of media.
No.
To keep our ideas as pure as possible.
Fresh.
No input, only output.
Absolutely.
Exactly right.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because
I love that.
We've been given a I don't want to sound. It's
okay.
I don't want to sound like a narcissist. I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna get fired up. We're gonna start having to film our next movie.
Oh gosh.
Okay, wow.
Honey, go on a walk.
I don't think we have that POV.
We're both fine to watch
Go
this.
for
We're
it.
both fine to watch this.
We can.
No, you
We're
don't
all
pay
good
a
to
lot
watch
of
this.
money.
We're
You
all
don't
good
pay
to
a lot of
watch.
money.
Hey, we're
interrupt you
all
guys.
good to watch this.
We're all
Nothing will happen to us. We're not in love.
No.
Okay.
We're all good to watch it.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're cleared.
We watch porn all the time together.
We do.
Wow.
And it's gotten even better now that we're not in love, because
Yeah.
there's nothing happens for us.
No.
It's purely for business purposes.
Yeah.
We actually had two characters in a movie we did years ago.
Just.
Before I met you.
I've seen it.
Just
Just
like
like
the
you
two of
two.
you.
And
Really?
do they
Really?
end up getting together?
Well, no, it's actually really sad. One of them kills the other. It's really
Oh.
sad.
Now, which one do we look? Which doppelganger killed the? Is it him or me?
That was a much more concise way to ask that.
I'm curious too.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Not that I believe in
Yeah.
doppelgangers.
And I don't think I could kill her.
It's a spooky thing to believe in.
I don't think I would kill him even if I could.
I don't think I'd want to kill you. I think if I felt like if I wanted to and I did it, I'd feel bad after.
I'd feel bad after too, and I think I would be able to control the impulse to kill you.
Yeah.
But if I couldn't, I think I'd cry after.
I think so.
This is really just like Diane's film
It
Anal.
really
It's
is.
unbelievable.
It's called
It's
Anal.
absolutely.
Anal.
It's called Anal. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Anal.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
So speaking of this,
Interesting.
you guys, do you guys fight in the creative process?
Oh yeah, and what is your creative process like? I mean, it's been years now.
Well,
Well, we used to go on dates,
yep.
split a Salisbury steak, and
Yummy.
think of different sort of.
Yum in my tongue. That's Hollywood.
That's the biggest thing I miss about our marriage is splitting a Salisbury steak with you, because they're too big for me to eat
They're
on my
too
own.
big. week, and now I have to finish it.
And they don't keep in the fridge.
They don't
the
keep.
sauce.
They don't keep.
It's too floury. It breaks apart in the microwave.
Exactly. Well, we're genre disruptors, right?
Yeah.
And so we kind of go in, do some research on a genre,
Lot of
and say,
research.
how can we put our dirty little fingerprints all over this?
We say, okay, here's what's from the source. We're big on input. We watch, if we're doing an animal thing, we'll watch every documentary about that animal.
Have to. You
Yeah.
have
See
to.
what's going on. We'll see what they're up to, and then we'll say, how do we subvert it? So then we say, well, from our lives, what's something that reminds me? So, for example, we're working on this new thing where we are putting a nun in a bear enclosure, and we're talking about how can we subvert that. So there's some feelings of religion that we're playing with.
Exactly.
We know bears like certain things, and from my life, I grew up in a youth group that I had my first kiss at a cheeseburger night at a youth group.
Oh my God. Me too.
No way.
Yeah. I did, actually.
That's so
very
funny.
Interesting. Anyway, just
what?
wanted to chime into that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've never ever heard of a cheeseburger night.
You
I'm
have
so
it.
intrigued by that. What is that like a spaghetti dinner but with cheeseburgers?
So youth groups have all sorts of events where they bring people together. This one was, this is a small town. This one was, we're going to bring a bunch of cheeseburgers and everyone can eat as many as they want. And then when everyone's full and they're sitting down, we're going to talk to them about Jesus Christ.
Right.
Wow.
So
like
they can't
yours?
move as good.
Yeah.
They're all full up on cheeseburger and
Yeah.
more susceptible to the message.
Wow. You put red meat in there and they're listening.
And then all of a sudden, I've got to take a nap. Better listen into what this Jesus guy's
you
all about.
you wouldn't believe how many people get converted just because they're too full of cheeseburgers. But I can't believe you.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly right.
That's so funny.
What
My first
location
kiss
was
as well.
was the cheeseburger night at? for
Well,
each
mine
of
was
you?
in Bristol,
Bristol.
England. Yeah.
England.
Yours was in Bristol, England.
Mine was in Bristol, yeah.
And what exact time on the clock did each of you kiss at?
God,
6:30.
6:30.
You guys knew the time too.
Well, of course I remember the time.
Yeah,
It was when your
everyone
first
remembers.
kiss.
Everyone remembers the time of their first
Yeah,
kiss.
my first kiss was at 2:12 p.m.
What about your first kiss times?
My first kiss was I can't remember. I think it was 11, 15, 16.
Was it together? You two?
I haven't had my first kiss yet.
Oh.
What?
When we have sex, we don't touch our mouths.
Wow.
So we are deeply in love. And I just wanted to address some of the things I feel like the energy, yes.
I love sex. I don't love kissing. What's wrong with
you
that?
guys are
Nothing.
wondering, are we even a couple? Yes, I love my wife, my little Pookie Bear, so much. Do we kiss? No. Yes, are we a power couple? 100%. Are we a series guest star on Henry Danger Force and a Ghost Rider? You might be sitting at home going, how are they a power couple? But our power comes from behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Oh.
what's three things you have in common with your wife?
Oh my gosh, we have so much in common, much like our creative process. So we find the commonalities together. I mean, we'll kind of start talking about what you want for dinner, and you'll kind of always go,
Ramen.
and I go, I don't want ramen. I'm allergic to fish. I can't be in those places, honey. We can't go get ramen.
I like ramen. I like fish ramen.
I'm not going to eat
ramen.
ramen. I'm
Dredged
not going
fish.
to eat ramen. So then we'll take that and we'll put it on a final draft.
You'll write your arguments out and then submit them as scripts.
Yeah.
And it honestly, it's good. It's visceral. It's raw. And so we relate on that kind of stuff. Is the process of art, because we both believe art is important.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And how important is it?
So important.
I love you so.
I love you so much. I'm sorry. I should be easy with the fact that it's a very intimate. I mean, we're talking about the creative process. It's an intimate part of our lives. Is that we work so deeply together on these scripts, and we live together. We have children together. And there are parts that we don't share, which is our kissing life. We just don't.
You just don't want to talk about it. You don't kiss and tell. I mean, that's a common phrase.
Sorry, we don't kiss.
Okay.
We tell.
We tell.
You're
I told-
telling us we
I
don't
told-
kiss.
You're
We
all
tell.
tell, no
We're
kiss.
very proud that we
Tattletale.
don't kiss.
Oh,
Tattletale.
there it is.
You don't kiss and do tell.
We don't kiss and tell. We don't kiss and tell.
Now, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be rude, but as I said earlier, I'm on a lifelong media fast, and I've actually never seen Henry Dangerforce.
So Henry Dangerforce is an amazing show that my wife is the absolute guest star on.
The absolute guest star. It's the name of the villain. The absolute guest star.
Oh, but he's a series regular.
Yes.
The name is the guest star.
Yes, it's the absolute guest star.
She is so silly and funny. How could you not love that face? How could you not want to kiss that face but not?
Sure.
I mean, wow.
Honey, stop. Honey, not as much. Not as much.
That reminds me.
I like what I'm
Yeah.
seeing over there.
There's that snow leopard thing. That reminds me of the snow leopard. We should.
That's really interesting. We should see. I wonder. Have you ever thought about going toe to toe with an animal of some sort?
Oh.
Real quick. And you don't have to answer now. You can answer later. But you can answer now.
Oh, wow. What do you mean toe to toe?
Well, we sort of put you in a cage and we see what happens. Feel free to don't answer now, but if you could answer now, you could.
Maybe. I mean, between raising our kids, a hefty Nickelodeon contract as the absolute guest star, and all.
Sorry about her.
Well,
So this morning she had a little bit too much rum.
I think you haven't known
We
that
have-
since the
we have
beginning of
rum
this, I've
Thursdays.
been drunk.
Wow.
Honey, they didn't
Wow.
realize that until
I would love
now.
to know what hefty contract means, too.
You know,
hefty contract.
we actually go. You reminded me of this leopard thing. We go to the zoo a lot during spring because the animals are fucking each other.
Oh.
And we'll
yeah.
record it.
It's unbelievable.
And then we have a new film coming out. Well, we haven't really announced it yet. There's a new film coming out.
Can you tell us the name?
You already
Please tell us
announced
the
one.
name.
Let 'em all out.
Please tell us the
You
name.
guys are hungry.
Love it.
I can't. I mean, we can't say
We
the
can't.
name.
We can't.
We'll get
we
in
can't,
trouble.
We can't. We will get in trouble.
You did
Come on,
one, you could do another.
No, we
come
can't.
on,
No, we
come
can't. But we basically, and we're actually not starring in this one. I'm the writer. You're the director.
Oh wow, you switched roles.
We
The
did.
script is short.
Extremely
It's a
short.
lot of action.
It's a lot of action, a lot of sound design.
Foley.
It's like Quiet Place.
We
Yes.
and we did all the
Yes,
Foley.
I've heard that is a very good movie.
We squeeze bubble wrap into a microphone, and I think you kind of get what I'm saying.
Do you get what she's saying?
I don't really
It's
get what you're saying.
unbelievable. It's
What's
unbelievable.
the wink mean?
It's unbelievable.
It's the noise of
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it sounds like
we're
sex.
so stimulated by sound. We go to the zoo and we don't watch the animals because I consider that part of our media fast, seeing animals in general.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we
well,
listen
animals
to
are
a
media
lot
too.
of-
Well, we
Animals
agree.
feel-
Animals are media for us.
Animals feel like
are
media.
media.
Yeah, animals feel
Yeah.
like media, and I think a lot of
line in
people
the sand.
agree with that in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, animals are media.
Yeah.
So what's the name of this one?
We can't tell you.
Oh,
We're not
I
telling
get
you.
you.
No matter how much you flirt with us, we can't tell you.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Is there an exclamation point in there?
In the middle of it?
Listen, we can't tell you.
Okay, what about an upside down
We
one?
can't tell
Spanish.
you. No, we can't tell you.
Oh, I
We
want
can't
to
tell
guess.
you and
I
we
want to
can't-
guess. I want to guess.
Okay.
Colon.
We can't tell
Actually,
you.
the word colon is in the title.
Oh, you're not supposed to be telling.
You guys are so bad.
You guys are so
Hey, can I ask a
interesting.
question for all the couples out here? And
Sure.
it's not something that we're ever dealing with. But what do you guys do when you guys fight about what's going into your work? I mean, do you guys
we
have
really
fights?
don't. We
Yeah,
don't
we don't either.
fight.
We don't either.
Oh,
You two
No, we
definitely
don't.
fight.
We don't.
us fight? No.
Well, we used to fight, then we got
Yeah.
divorced, and now it's all business, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now we submit our fights over our company Slack.
Yeah.
So can I ask, do you really feel like he respects you?
Whoa.
Do I feel that way? Well, I think we disrespect each other in just the right amount so that it creates a perfect bubble. Pierce the bubble, and it all falls apart.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love to see just the right amount of disrespect.
That's how the key to a
it's good.
successful
Yeah.
divorce
Yeah.
is to disrespect each other equally.
I think that's perfectly said. And I love the way you said that because that's what it is. It's you have to disrespect each other on an even playing field so that there is nothing left over.
There's no power imbalance because the assets were split 50-50. Like, we both disrespect different things about each other.
Mm-hmm.
I disrespect the way you drive.
Oh yeah, and
I think it's slow, and I think too many turns.
totally. Well, it just depends on where we're going. I said that before.
So I don't like it. You always drive.
Poor him.
When we go to Big Bear, you always drive. And I hate the way you drive. drive. You choose all these windy roads.
This was a big fight, and I used to say, "Please try driving once," and you can see for yourself. I hate the way you cook because you use all the pots in the house, every single pot, and it was so messy. And I tried to clean it up, but you'd leave them out, and they'd get all sticky.
Well, I gotta try each pot before I know what I'm making.
See, I love it. I love this because this is kind of what we do. This is.
Oh, this is what you do?
This is
yeah.
the fact that I didn't even ask them what they hated about each other.
And they just brought it up.
And they just
brought it up. And so if we could get in here, if we could get in here with a tiny handheld camera,
and you could take your clothes
and
off.
I think this would be unbelievable.
All right, so you guys want to use us? I mean, look, we're around animals all day, right? Raw animal power constantly.
Yeah.
We saw a Wolverine attach to a Joe Rogan producer on his neck. And
it took him down a peg.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was raw. And afterwards, we, in the post interview, he had a change of heart.
He did
about some of the supplement pills they were pushing. He said, we might want to scale back on the supplement pills. That's what he said after the leopard ate him.
He did, and that was such an exciting experience for us. I think we definitely both felt some sexual energy, not for each other. We both took
for the animals.
No, just for what happened, and we both took a private moment to privately whack it, and we definitely did.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
And I just think if we had the opportunity to film something like that.
Do you have enough cameras to catch two people whacking it?
Absolutely.
We have 62 cameras.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I just feel like
all donated.
Yes, all
Donated by who?
Yes.
Our donor.
Who's
You
your
have a donor.
We have a donor. We have
my
a private
gosh.
donor.
Who are they?
We're not allowed to say.
Come on,
We're not
us.
allowed to say.
Come on, tell
There
us.
is an upside down question mark in his name.
Okay.
At the
Well,
beginning?
there can only be so many people, and I'm drunk as fuck, and I know that.
But we're not
At the
allowed to
beginning,
say.
or as the replacement of the letter G?
I'm not allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say. I just think what I love about what I'm hearing from you is how raw it is, and I think for us to be able to take that and put real human sex on film and show it for the first time.
That's never been done before.
It's so
Has never been done before.
Not only have you guys done it, but hundreds of thousands of millions of people have
No,
done it.
they haven't. They haven't.
Okay.
This is new. When we were sitting at a coffee shop actually this time. One of our first dates. I said I have this idea of putting like two vaginas together. Nothing in between. A lot of people in films using prosthetics. Did you see Poor Things? We didn't, but did you see it?
Yeah.
I heard. That's not real.
Yeah, we saw it. Please tell us about it.
We listened to it. We put masks on our eyes.
Oh, so you
at the
are
film.
putting media through your ears?
No.
So it's see no media.
Media's visual.
Hear media. And we had to tell, we were turning around to people in the audience going, that's not real. That's lying. They think they're seeing sex or not. So we said we're going to do something that's never been done before. And we're going to film people really having sex.
Must have been hard to watch the movie with someone behind you going, that's not real.
It sounds like someone in front of you wearing a blindfold.
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
you guys truly never fight? You guys never have had a fight?
No. 30 days.
Oh, right.
No.
So 30 days. Do you say I love you? You drop the big L bomb?
Yes.
You moved in together?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Almost immediately.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What kind of relationship were you guys in before this?
I was in a 7-year marriage, 6 kids.
That's a kid a year. Basically.
Yeah. And I almost exclusively do 30-day relationships.
Okay.
I find that it's really creatively stimulating for me and for my process.
And I know I'm a pawn in that.
Okay.
Do you
And
worry?
that's why I do it for
Because
you.
it seems like 30-day relationships and we're on day 30. Do you worry about what's going to happen at the end of tonight?
I don't worry because I know.
Yeah.
I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Speaking of what's coming, honey.
What? What do you mean by that?
I don't think I've ever seen a woman so drunk in my entire life. It's actually unbelievable.
What did you mean by that, honey?
I am doing what our publicist told us to do before this interview,
I know
which
what
was
they
bring
said.
us up as much as we can.
I know
The
what
fact
they
that we
said.
booked this interview and we've never written a movie
honey,
together
the
is
mic
a
is long.
sheer miracle, honey.
We'll
And
talk
the
about it
fact
after.
I'm just gonna bring you up.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room.
Let's talk about
None
it.
of us are that successful.
Well, Diane is very successful.
Yeah, I'm humble.
You're humble. Did anyone else, let's just lay our cards on the table because maybe it can help some other people in the industry. Did anyone else submit for this interview opportunity
On Actors Access?
on the Actors Access
Yes.
and
Yeah.
pay $75 up front?
We did.
I did.
Yes. Okay.
I thought you wrote Moonlight.
I co-wrote Moonlight. I was
He
never
did a
credited
joke
for
pass.
it. I did a joke pass on Moonlight. So I am actually very, very successful behind the scenes. Like in the writer production world, I'm always getting called into meetings. And I just love my wife so much. She lifts me up in my career.
What's her middle name?
Her middle name is gotta be Lee.
It's the absolute guest star.
So she's a lot of fun, as you can tell.
Well,
Her middle name is the absolute guest star. Isn't that fun?
I did want to bring something up as well. You know, you guys are breaking up tonight.
Yeah.
We are divorced.
Absolutely.
And
We're still so in love.
yeah, but you're by far the most dysfunctional couple here. You have a lot of issues, and there's so much under the
I don't
surface.
know.
Don't you think it's more healthy to know when it's gonna end versus I don't know if this is forever or gonna end right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is more healthy.
We all agree. Yeah, we agree with that.
That didn't help us. That didn't help us.
Absolutely.
That didn't help us at all.
I would say this is one of the worst couples I've maybe ever seen. Ever.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying to
don't
think
know
of
what
us
you're
at our
talking
worst, and it was not this.
And
Us
it
at-
was not,
yeah.
no.
Us at
what
our
you're
worst was I got you the wrong ice cream flavor, and you had some of it, and then you went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also had a misunderstanding of what vanilla was.
Right.
And so it was this
I've been
moment.
there. I have been there.
Right?
Absolutely.
What did you think vanilla was?
Oh my God! You say you think something's vanilla, and then you find out that is not the case.
Yeah, it seems
What
like
could
you're
that mean?
operating at a very
We've all been
different
there.
level.
We've all been
all
there.
been there.
A misunderstanding with vanilla. I have. Wake up.
What?
I don't want to create drama, but your husband's knee is very much pressed against mine and has been the whole interview.
Just a little scared.
We're talking about.
I want to ask.
You
I
weren't on
want to
my
ask
side?
if your heart is okay, like physically, like medically,
It's
not
all
like,
good. Yeah.
Your eyes have been glistening the whole time.
No, I'm good.
You're crying.
I'm good. So I talked to a therapist. She said it just will happen sometimes.
What?
I'll start crying and I'll start throwing up.
Can
a
I
lot.
guess something?
Yeah.
Is the name
Go
of
ahead,
the,
guess something.
Is the name of the therapist the absolute guest star?
And the absolute guest star thinks you should shut the fuck up sometime.
Isn't she so
and go
silly?
to a ramen restaurant.
She's so silly and sweet.
Can I ask something?
Yeah,
Is this her
You want
like?
to ask another thing?
I have a lot to ask.
It's about love.
No,
It's about love.
Is this her on? Is she on right now, or is she always like this?
This is her off. If you believe it.
Wow.
Oh,
I did see her
wow.
throw up a lot before we started recording.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my creative process.
We are
anyway.
just so much in love. Did anybody have a pertinent question? What were we talking about?
Well, I could think of a pertinent question.
Give her a
of
shot.
course.
Yeah,
I
let's
could
do
give
it.
it a shot. How do you separate work from love? Do you
Oh,
have
great question.
lines in the sand? I know for a while we used to have off hours where
We
we'd
did.
say
Off of love hours or off of work hours?
we would clock out of being in love.
We would.
We would
and that
clock
was
out of
that
being-
was probably the first step.
That was the first step.
yeah.
We would say 3 to 6 p.m. every Tuesday. We are not in love and we do not have to pretend.
And we did find out that other people can't do that when they are in love. So that was a big step for us.
That was a big
And then
step.
those hours started getting bigger and bigger.
We thought, this part of it is working really well. What
Yeah.
if we did like 12 to 6?
Yeah, once we took the love out of it, we were incredible coworkers.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how does that work for you guys? Because it seems so ingrained in your work is love.
Absolutely.
Fiery, hot passion, sex. A lot of sex, it seems like. Can I say that?
Sure, you can say that.
Oh yeah, like have you
Sex.
ever been making a movie and then also wanted to have sex yourselves, but you're filming other people, so you go and do that?
Oh, I've seen those videos.
I mean, yes, and we just get in there, We kind of get clear consent from everyone across the board, and then we'll just hop on in.
Oh, like cameraman gets involved.
Involved?
Cameraman gets
Sorry.
involved
Cameraman
like
gets
slang
involved.
for
Are you making fun of my wife's British accent?
Are you fucking kidding?
No, honey.
Do I need to go get the leash?
What? No, not the leash.
Don't look at me, the only other guy here. Don't look at me. I can't help you. I can't help you.
Involved? Is that a play on vulva?
I love
I think-
gets involved. It's not a play on vulva.
What, you're not doing a joke pass on this one, honey?
What is going on? I was saying there's a porn subcategory called cameraman gets involved. Am I the only one that's
Did you say
seen
porn?
this?
Did you say
Porn.
no?
Do you guys-
It's not.
Sorry.
It's not porn. It's rude.
It is, and we were very, very respectful about it at first, but it's getting rude.
I'm
So
sorry.
what
I'm
is
sorry.
the genre?
What is
If
the
it's
genre?
not porn,
real
what is it?
sex.
Real sex. It's, and I said it earlier. It's real sex.
is wrong
And you
with
can
you?
insert
What are
that.
some examples of other real sex movies? Like, is
None.
there someone you
None.
model off of?
Diane.
It hasn't been done
It
before.
has never been done. It's Diane.
You're
So
not
Diane, it's
understand-
okay, baby. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I know.
I'm sorry
I
for
know.
disrespecting your craft.
Thank you.
I'm
It's
very
never been done
sorry.
before, and I don't know how many times Diane and I have to say that. It's never been done before. What we're doing is real sex
I'm
on
sorry.
camera.
Okay.
Why don't you list a couple other real sex ideas you guys have, and we'll see
That
if they've
aren't
never been done.
Why, you gonna
locked
try to steal
under
them?
wraps.
No,
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 we're
no.
not gonna steal them.
I've just got a
Fine.
theory.
They do animal
We're
stuff.
just interested.
and
You
we do
two
other
need
shit.
ideas, so
You two-
I have
yeah.
a feeling you might
We've
steal
got
some.
plenty of
But
ideas.
fine.
Give them one for
Okay.
We've
charity.
got plenty of ideas.
Let me just, okay, I'll try to paint some pictures for you. Let's say one that we've really been noodling on that has felt really, really good and exciting to us is there's two men and there's a woman, and she's making a salad in a huge silver bowl. And the two men start kind of having sex.
Yeah.
And the woman looks at them and she says, "In front of my salad?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she leaves. And and that's kind of the twist of the whole thing. She's not involved at all.
Not
It
at
is
all.
just man on man. And she's not involved at all. But she's such a pivotal character in the beginning.
That's interesting.
I've seen
Did I
the
read
video.
Julie
that
Louis
sounds
Dreyfus?
really familiar to
Say
me.
again?
Did I read you got Julie Louis Dreyfus?
We got Julie
Yeah.
Louis-Dreyfus to play one of the men.
To play
play one
not
of
in
the
front
men.
of my salad.
Julie
You got
Louis-Dreyfus is
Julie-
playing-
She's playing the men.
One of the
Julie
men.
Louis-Dreyfus is playing one of the men.
Well, she's playing both of the men, and we're doing a Parent Trap body double type thing.
Okay, now this is getting interesting because it's getting so farther away from porn, which is so
it's
enjoying.
not porn.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
already
really
far
far
away
away
I'm
from
from
sorry.
porn.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
know
sorry.
what? This does legitimately sound like art. Like when this comes out,
What did you think when we arrived here? Do you think we were just horny?
You
idiots?
thought that we...
to be honest, yes.
That's
Yeah.
so rude.
I
This is
really thought it was just
disgusting.
porn. I'm so sorry.
And I
I
thought
know.
you
Oh
were
my
the
gosh.
couple
I
that-
know.
that
She's
wrote-
shaking.
You see her
She's
hand?
shaking. She showed them. She's shaking.
oh,
She's
wow.
making
And
a
that happens
handshake.
when
I think
she...
you're forcibly shaking.
That happens
No,
when
I
she gets
know.
really
For the
upset.
audio
I think
listener,
you're-
It really
it
feels
looks
like
like you have
I'm
something in
sorry.
your hand that you're trying to take off.
No disrespect, but you said it and then you started shaking.
I didn't. No.
You said I'm shaking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
In
said
order
it.
to
and
say
shaking.
I'm
No, I
shaking, you have to
didn't.
have already been
No,
shaking.
that
No, I
happens to
didn't.
her when she
I
gets
can do that
very
too. I'm
upset.
also shaking.
No, you're
you
not.
did
You're
it.
not.
Wow.
What she has, other people don't have. It's something different than you don't
You're
understand.
setting it. It's almost like you're making sure it's in
That's
frame.
like you're
It's not
pointing your
shaking,
toe.
you're just pointing
You're
your toe.
pointing-
I'm just confused.
So this is like a warm up.
No,
This is a warm up.
No, it's not. I'm
is
just feeling
stretching.
that. I'm just like, you guys thought we came in here with no art whatsoever. You think that we got Mark Rylance to play woman with giant salad bowl? Mark Rylance?
Is he the woman?
Incredible
Yes,
actor.
he's the woman. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is doing a Parent Trap as both the gay men, and Mark Rylance is playing woman with giant bowl.
Well, I'll
This
buy a
is-
ticket.
And you thought that was gonna be...
You can't
I
buy
didn't say anything.
You can't buy a ticket. It's YouTube only.
Okay, now you're getting closer
Okay,
to porn.
if there's a
Okay.
paywall, then
There's a site called Pornhub where a lot of porn is hosted.
Right, and
Just
we're
letting you
not
guys know.
on that website.
Okay, you guys are on YouTube.
Well, we haven't put our
I
stuff
don't
on that
think you can
website.
put it on YouTube.
YouTube Red.
It doesn't mean it isn't like that. It isn't like
I
that.
think you're
It's
gonna
on
get
YouTube Red.
demonetized.
It's on YouTube.
It's not
Red.
about money. We have plenty of
Every
money.
video we've
This
put
is
up has
not
been
about
taken
money.
down.
Where does your money come from?
Where does our money come from?
Yeah.
Where does your money come from?
Oh.
yeah, we bought a zoo.
Well,
Honey,
the
honey,
cat's out of the bag.
honey.
We bought a zoo.
We bought a zoo.
We bought a zoo, and it's in a way we bought a studio. It's a tax write off essentially.
It's also passive income, but it's also a huge money pit because those animals keep eating And so it's
They're
a
so
lot.
hungry.
Yeah.
People don't tell you that when you buy a zoo. Those
No.
animals are hungry.
But it feeds us. It feeds us, and that's why we really can't fully separate because we run a
Because you
zoo
both run
together.
a zoo.
Because we're both on the deed to the zoo.
Is
There's
that,
Indeed.
a lot going on.
is that what's next? I was going to ask everybody what's next up on the docket.
Yeah, and maybe even tie it in for if you have. Sorry to jump on you, honey. I don't want to.
That'd be
jump
the
on
first time, wouldn't it be? You jumping on her.
That's good.
So
Thank
look who's
you.
entered the
You.
ring.
Wait, why are you taking her
I
side?
have some heavy
Take my
friends.
side. She said
That-
the first time I'd jump on you.
Welcome to the Avengers of
I
the
do-
Absolute Guest Star.
I do want to say, in terms of what's up next for us, and I don't want to speak for you. I know you're getting emotional. I don't want to speak for you, but I know we would love to work with you.
What?
You have a.
Is it a
have
problem that I don't like
quality-
kissing?
No, it's a pro.
Not at all. Something about you
It's
is
a pro.
palpable. I've never
Really?
felt anything like what I'm feeling with you right
We
now.
want you involved
Oh.
and in the sexual
Will
way.
I get a writing credit for that?
Absolutely not. You have been nothing but rude.
How?
Get off my back!
How did I end up the villain here?
Down!
Ow!
Down!
Ow!
Yes,
God,
all
you're
right.
incredible.
She just hit me.
You're incredible.
Maybe because I watch porn. Oops, I don't want to say that around them.
We've been saying it the whole time. Okay. Can we see
All
what's
right.
next and maybe tie it into some advice for other
Sure.
wannabe
Okay.
power
Sure.
couples?
Yeah. So we are doing a summer fun at the beach promotion for the zoo. So we're gonna be putting different animals in bikinis and tank tops.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
gotta check out the porcupine. He's poking right through that tube top.
Yeah, we're sort of disrupting, making the zoo all silly like, and we're expecting a lot of cash flow from that. We're really excited. We're also doing the aquarium version of
Yeah.
our show, so a lot of Joe Rogan producers, sort of alpha males,
Yeah.
anybody who is subscribed to some sort of Andrew Tate newsletter will be put in a shark tank
Yeah.
and just to take them down a peg.
We're gonna be locking Jordan Peterson in a tank with a sperm whale for 24 hours.
24. Him underwater for 24 hours? Wow.
Just to knock him down a couple pegs.
Just to humble him.
Wow.
Just to humble, and then
and what about the Yelp influencer portion of it?
Oh,
we don't talk a
we
lot
don't
about that
talk
because
about
it's so
that.
private. But
it's really
yeah,
private.
it's just gonna kind of keep going. Yeah.
Whatever you thought about it, it's just gonna continue.
It is what it is,
Wow.
and you can have us back if you want to hear more. But
And in terms of advice that you asked for, separate your work with your pleasure. And if you're a man who needs to be taken down a peg, why don't you email us?
yeah,
I didn't need to go to that part.
but I will say,
I absolutely loved it and I wrote it down.
and my advice for you guys is,
Are you a man who needs to be taken down a peg?
I didn't see anything
I'm so
down.
sorry.
One
going.
thing I will say, just for my advice, is specifically for you two. Sometimes divorce.
Us?
If you guys can't get on the same page, getting on separate pages is much more healthy.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah,
and
that's
if
good.
you're a man who needs to get taken down a peg, email us.
I think you should email.
You think I need to be taken down another peg?
We could lock you in a room with a kangaroo.
Lock him in a room with her.
Maybe I'll finally come.
Oh my God, honey.
Maybe I'll finally get wet.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
All right,
What's new with
she
me?
said it so we can release it. The name of our upcoming movie is Maybe I'll Finally Get Wet.
Okay, we
That's
do it.
porn.
And
That's porn.
and there's an upside
And there's an
question
upside down
mark.
question mark
Maybe I'll finally
in
get
our
wet.
donor's name.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
what's coming up next, and what is some advice you have for not couples, like couples, not
anybody?
us necessarily,
Yeah.
not us.
Well, our agent's gonna be furious because I said I wouldn't release the name, but she said it, so I had to release
Oh
the
my
name.
gosh.
Yes, we have. Maybe I'll finally get wet. Is coming to a local theater. It's for a charity for children's schools.
Can you say which local?
Who
Who is it local to?
We're not allowed to say.
You
And do you want people to see your work, or do you not?
It's not about that. It's not about that.
Every charity is local if you think about it.
That's so
People
true.
see our work. Trust
People
me.
will see our work and people will know our
People
work.
really seek out our work.
And Diane and I will be breaking up tonight at midnight.
Oh my God.
That is just, it's been such a wonderful journey with you, and I can't wait to keep creating, but
I know.
move on.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly
Diana,
right.
If you wanted to talk about maybe if we were at that youth group together in Bristol,
Listen, I'll tell you. Okay.
call me tomorrow.
No, okay. No.
I love that, and I think
I'm
you
not-
two should
no.
talk. I would love to speak to you.
Yes, let's have a conversation.
You have an extremely aggressive energy that really
Hi.
gets me going. I
How
love
the hell
that.
are you?
I
Let's
love
get out
that.
of
What
this.
is going on with you?
I don't
Who
know.
are you?
And I'd like to get in anywhere I can get in.
Come on, honey. Come on.
What's next for me? I got Tatsu ramen to finally
Come
make
on,
a ramen
honey. I'm
bowl
allergic
with
to shellfish.
ramen.
Please,
It has the broth.
please.
All right, so this is starting to feel like a key party, except you guys are still leaving with the same keys.
Honey, tell him the big punch-up movie you got. You got a huge. This is huge. This is absolutely huge.
This is huge. God. The movie that I get to punch up is 12 Years a Slave 2.
Okay.
Oh, they shouldn't do another one.
Yeah, they're doing.
He got tricked again?
God.
No.
That's
No.
it's a terrible movie. I can't believe they're doing a sequel.
I
Terrible
know.
as in a horrible thing that happened to this man. Great movie.
It's a great movie. So I'm doing a joke punch up on that, and we're really excited.
Are you
about
just removing the jokes? Is what it seems like you're
I
doing.
add some fun flair in the action lines. Is what I do. We didn't really
Alright.
talk about it, but
So that it's more of a joke in the read and
it's
not
a joke at the read.
necessarily
It takes
the
it takes
movie.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of lightness. Adds a little.
Get to it.
Oh my God.
I love her.
You love her.
love her.
I will
love
speak
her
to
and
you.
Can't stand me.
I know I've let you fend for yourself, and I've left you kind of in all this, but guy to guy, if this is kind of a dangerous situation for you, I'm happy to help you out.
We're not going on a date anymore.
I'm out.
Wake
Never
up,
mind.
Hollywood.
Just kidding. I'm locking you in a room with the wolf.
Yeah, so
I'd love to be on your show.
And I guess some advice.
You wanna
Honey,
be
do we
in, of
have
course.
advice for them, honey?
You go.
Oh,
She's crying.
Crying. Oh.
she's had a lot of trauma in her life. There's a reason she's like this. We haven't talked about it, but
What's
there's
wrong?
a big reason
So
she's
what's
like
the
this.
reason? What happened?
What's wrong?
No, honey, you give him the advice, please.
Okay, I'll give them the advice.
I was mauled by a bear.
Oh.
That's why it's been hard to sit here.
Oh, weird.
So weird. Oh, it's our fault.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
You knew that?
So
I could've told
I
you
guess
that.
what the advice is, I'd stick it out and love thoroughly, love deeply, and love kindly, and maybe don't work with them. Maybe don't work with them. Maybe keep love and work separate.
Shut the fuck up.
I like these two.
This has been Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist. Answer the question. Now that's why we call it show business. Good night. Hey, y'all. If you like this episode of Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist, make sure to subscribe to our Patreon.
Make sure to do it. Yep. We won't be there.
We're not part of that. We have our own Patreon.
No.
Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created, performed, and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Culhane, Angela Giarratana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood!